I'm like, this is getting a little ridiculous now. I probably should have hydras at this point. But yeah, I just have my drone here. I was trying to look for expansions, because obviously I can't look in their base at all. But what you can do is just sacrifice some overlords, just run them in. And so here's the cloaked banshees, and I'm like, you have observers, right? Nope. But he's building one now. And naturally the best thing to do against cloaked banshees is to run all your probes at them. So I'm like, move your probes, run away. But now they ran out of cloak, so he is able to kill at least one here. And yeah, definitely not the best move putting these melee guys in the way of the stalkers, but it's just losing my drone there. So yeah, these banshees are pretty much killing his whole base. And I'm not really sure why he's doing that. But yeah, warping in a couple more stalkers, but obviously I don't even know why he's running, to be honest. Oh, maybe it's because of the observer? I don't know. These banshees are down there, so now they're moving out. You can see a fairly sizable blue army here, pretty much all marines, but I'm now building up my own army. I don't know why I have so much money. I'm not sure what I'm doing at this point, actually. I'll go to my player camera. What am I doing? I should be building. I think I'm trying to just like grab my army and get something going here. I mean, I'm not supply blocked and I've got so much money and a lot of larvae. So what am I doing? But yeah, they've stimmed up a bunch here and they're really just trying to end this right now. So it calls GG already. And I guess kind of as a spoiler alert here, obviously the game does not end yet. And I do have my overseer for cloak, although I forgot him, probably not the best. And yeah, now I just send in all of my roaches and hydras. Hydras focusing down the banshees mainly, because roaches will have no troubles dealing with what little there is on the ground there. And yeah, he kind of runs away, but actually a pretty good play on my partner. He did have that observer there for me, so the overseer wasn't even all that necessary. But yeah, so he already calls GG and doesn't have any, and they didn't win just yet, although they may still win. Who knows? But yeah, it's just again with the banshees. Really, I think he's just finishing off all the probes from my friend here, because as you can see he doesn't have a nexus or any probes, so he's out of the game. So I didn't bother sending in my hydras really, because I mean, there's nothing to defend. If he loses all of his buildings, that really doesn't affect me at all. So I'm grabbing Evo chambers to upgrade my hydras and roaches. But again, I just want to mention to some people that when you're playing and you think you've won, don't call GG yourself, because, I don't know, it's kind of rude in my opinion, kind of a bad manner thing to do. If you think you've lost and you're ready to leave, then you call GG, and then when your opponent finally admits he's lost, then you can say GG after him. Just kind of like, I don't know, polite thing to do. I mean, especially in this case, the guy called GG and the game's not even over yet. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting, but I always think that you shouldn't call GG until the game's actually over. Or, not, that's not what I meant, until your opponent calls it. So, when the loser calls GG, you say it. It's kind of a bad manner thing to do. But anyways, I realize that here come all of his banshees, so I move my army in to take them out, but he just kind of backs off. And he's finishing off all those buildings. What I was trying to do is chase him down with this overseer, because I'm seeing he doesn't have any Vikings, so if I just put them on follow, then I'll be able to know where his banshees are at all times. But I'm mostly just getting hydras here. But I've got a pretty sizable army. I mean, I'm at 171 of 200, and I'm like, well, even though I'm worried about those banshees just harassing my base, I know they've run back at this point for whatever reason. So I'm like, well, I guess I really have to put some pressure on here or else I won't be able to win. Even though I'd like some defense at my base. Probably what I should have done is built a bunch of spore crawlers. But doesn't matter. And I don't know what that scan was for, to be honest. I really have no idea. And yeah, I do have my overseer here, so I can see his cloaked banshees. But it's pretty much just all hydras at this point because I'm really just worried about those banshees. And yeah, I'm trying to select my hydras to make sure that I'm killing that. And I kind of just run my army into his tanks here. But I mean, he only has the one tank, so with the speed upgrade, I'm looking alright. And again, I just kind of back up because I'm trying to take out the banshees because they're the most important unit I think that they have. And I make sure to run some more overseers into here. And yeah, I run one up here so that I have sight line of the top there. And yeah, it just keeps running in those banshees, so I try and pick off as many as I can. There's a few weak ones left that I failed to pick off. But now I realize that blue really doesn't have anything for units, so I just kind of run in here and start attacking whatever I can. I leave an overseer over here just so I can see if his banshees are gonna try and come in again. But not so much. And then I'm reinforcing my army here. I've got a lot of a lot of minerals but not a lot of gas. And he's yelling at his ally. I don't know what he was yelling at. I mean, he had two tanks that were sieged right there. But whatever. So here, yeah, just continue to reinforce my army. Spawn larvae as necessary. So you can see even back at base I'm remembering to spawn larvae even though I'm attacking over here. So pretty standard macro for me there. And yeah, I just kinda, I know he's got this here, but I'm pooping my creep down here so he won't be able to land that. And yeah, now I see his banshees moving out. So I run these reinforcement hydras back to my base. And I'm morphing in an overseer so that I can see the cloaking. And at the same time, I'm just going to go take out his base. So I don't think he can really base trade with me at this point. Because, I mean, I'll take out his base and I'll at least be able to take out most of what he has with that small Hydra force I left back at his base. So again, I'm just focus firing down each battlecruiser individually. And yeah, they do a lot of damage to my Hydras, but, you know, whatever. And I think my ally was pinging that the banshees are coming, which is fine. And so I'm like, oh shit, I won't be able to see them, but oh, no, never mind, I got my observer. But it's running away, so now over Skype I'm like, bring it back, no, come back, observer. It's like I can't see without that observer there. And yeah, now I take out the last of his banshees. You know, he's still building. He's got a couple more battle cruisers queued up, but I've brought in so many more hydras. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have sworn at him there, but again, I really don't like when people call GG against me. You know, when I've lost, I'll call GG, not you. So a little bit of bad manners there on my part, so I apologize. I usually don't do that. But that's really the end of that game. I managed to 1v2 with the help of my trusty observer here. So that's kind of why I wanted to show that. I just thought that was kind of a funny game where they call GG, but then I 1v2 them. But again, I mean, this is Silver League, so not the best of opponents. But I hope you guys enjoyed that anyways, and I will see you next time.